The science of manipulation. Let me start with a simple question. How do people look at the same truth and still arrive at completely different conclusions? How can something be obvious, yet still be rejected? This question began to grow in my heart as I studied the book of Acts. If I were to give Acts another title, I would call it The Operations of the Holy Spirit Through the Apostles. Because the book shows us how the Spirit worked through ordinary men to reveal Jesus to the world. In Acts chapter 3, Peter and John were simply going to the temple to pray. Nothing dramatic, just obedience. But on their way, they met a man crippled from birth. By the power of God, the man was healed. Not partially healed, completely healed. He entered the temple walking, leaping, praising God. Now here is what amazes me. The religious leaders could not deny the miracle. The evidence was standing in front of them. Yet instead of asking, what is this power? Who is this Jesus? They chose to silence the apostles. The truth was clear, but it was bent. And suddenly I realized this pattern did not start in Acts. When Jesus stood before Pilate, even Pilate saw no fault in him. Yet the crowd chose Barabbas, a criminal, over Christ. Why? Because minds have been influenced, narratives have been shaped, truth had been manipulated. And honestly, we still see this today in politics, in religion, even in everyday conversations. People become so loyal to positions, parties, or opinions that truth no longer matters. What matters is protecting the narrative. Manipulation is powerful. It can make the guilty look righteous and the righteous look dangerous. That is why shouting Jesus alone does not change systems. The early church did something deeper. They carried truth empowered by the Holy Spirit. And here is the message I have come to understand. Manipulation may influence crowds, but truth transformed by the Spirit changes heart.